Simple question, a philosophical question. Is there a city or town around Boston that you'd like Quincy to emulate, to be like? That, so I can make a picture of what your vision you have for Quincy by going to that other city or town.
We're going in order again?
Sure.
Okay.
I actually like the way Quincy's going to look. When you look at the plans, you look at each piece that's being put together from downtown all the way up here to North Quincy. Yeah, we have to fix some infrastructure. We have to fix the traffic. But I believe that people are going to emulate us. We have two presidents built across the street, been a long night, that are buried with their wives across the street from City Hall. I mean, before we started doing what's been being done to beautify it, it really wasn't up to par, to be honest with you. And now it's going to be, Quincy's going to be a showplace. It's a historical city, and it should be a gem of the country. And I think that we're going to go that way. In order to be a gem, though, you know, we can't just be like cities like Worcester and out in the western part of Massachusetts, Pittsfield, that I've worked in at work, that stopped developing, and the taxes couldn't support you know, fixed incomes. People had to move, and then they undersold, and those cities are not the same as what they were 30, 35 years ago. Quincy is going to be Quincy, and they're going to be looking at us. I'm proud of the job that I've done so far, and whatever pieces of that puzzle that I've seen. And I haven't just pushed things along, if anybody wants to say that. Questions are always asked, and that's really all I have to say. Thank you, Richie.
I agree with the council wholeheartedly. They're going to emulate us, because Quincy does have a vision, and they're looking forward. We have our birthday coming up. I believe that Quincy has a tremendous future, and if we can put together some of the things that we want to do, like increased tourism. I mean, as Billy had said, that the Adams, John Quincy Adams, the fact that Norfolk County is the only county in the United States of America that had 4 presidents born here, the fact that the JFK Library is right across the bay from Squantum Point Park. I mean, the National Park Service and the city of Quincy have been working together for, you know, going to the Adams mansions. But in addition to that, we should be talking about the National Park Service putting a lodge out at Squantum Point Park like they do out west, and make this part of the National Park Service for the islands. The history that's out here is tremendous. You could have a ferry service that could be a real ferry service that could go from Squantum Point Park over to the JFK Library. You could go into the USS Constitution. You go out in Civil War, out at George's Island, the Confederate prisoner of war camp, and the government will help pay for that. And that brings in dollars. And it trickles down to the economy here. Because Quincy, without a doubt, is the best city around. The best.
I agree with my 2 candidates here, Bill and Alie. Quincy's a great city. The other towns should emulate Quincy. We should emulate everybody else. We have, what, 20 miles of shoreline? More. And majority of our shoreline is accessible to the public. A lot of other communities can't say that. We complain about the T station, but we do have public transportation. We have a great school system. We have the diversity. There's a lot of opportunities in cities for kids to grow up to be whatever they desire to be. Once we go through our growing pains with our development, I think Quincy is going to be the most attractive place to live in Massachusetts. And I love living here. I haven't lived here as much as some of the other candidates and you in this room, but I really enjoyed my time here, and I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. Thank you.